Hello, I'm just going to try to test something out. I'm gonna probably put this channel in a new direction where, I just rant about topics, or not really just topics, but things in the world that bother me, and hopefully other people can relate to what I'm going through. So I'll make these every now and then. Hopefully people like them. But first off, one thing that really bothers me is people don't really know how to have conversations anymore. Like social interaction is dying. Like so many people just don't know how to have social skills and talk with one another. It's takes a fucking catastrophe these days to get someone to even have a decent conversation with you. And it comes to the point where it feels so forced, and you're like, what's the point of me even trying to have a conversation with this person when they're not even trying themselves? Like, what's the point of even talking to them when they're not trying either? So that does get really annoying to go through that, to be the only person who's actually putting in effort into the conversation. And it comes to the point where you just don't really care anymore. You just want to leave because it just feels so one-sided. And I feel like a lot of people, go through that a lot, where they're talking to someone and they just feel like the other person doesn't really care, or the other person isn't putting in enough effort, and it feels like a one-sided conversation. And that's what I'm really sick of, because if you really think about it, some of these people, they'll literally go on pretending to care about what you're saying, or not really caring, and put it on a facade. They'll do this for up to a year, if not more. So you have to think and factor in how much time you're wasting on the wrong people who don't care about you. And that's something that I've had to realize in my life, is that life is too short to spend it talking to people who don't care about you. You have to spend your time talking to the people that care, because time is a very precious thing. It's not like money. You lose money, you gamble all your money away. You can get your money back, but you can't get back time. That's something that you'll never be able to get back. So you really need to focus and think about who you're wasting your time on, and really think before you really talk to anyone. Say, what am I going to get out of this conversation? There's a lot of conversations that people get themselves involved in aren't really even that meaningful, and don't really mean anything in the long run. And so many people just put so much energy into the wrong people, and then wonder why things don't work out. So think about who you're talking to. Think about what you're talking to them about, and just think about if it has any actual purpose or value. I'm not trying to tell people how they should spend their time, but I'm just getting really sick of people who just don't really know how to have conversations. And, I say this about time wasting because you'll just talk to so many fucking people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, and just are clueless and don't really know how to have a conversation. And you waste a lot of time. So basically, in the end, I'm just trying to say, don't waste your time with these people, because you'll waste a lot of time. And like I said, you'll never be able to get that time back. So be careful with who you waste your time on, and think before you speak. That's another thing that's really annoys me, that people don't really think before they speak. They just say whatever on their mind. And that's a good trait. I think that's nice that people speak their mind, but sometimes people just say things that are so out of line and so stupid, and they don't really think before they speak. So I don't know, man. But when it comes to it, down to it, being able to speak and have like a good conversation, I think a lot of that comes from just your personality. Like, some people are born speakers, like me. Some people just have that personality where speaking It's just something that they love to do, and they love to have conversations, and it doesn't drain them. That's one of the signs of having a talent, is it doesn't drain you when you do it. And having conversations and talking is one of my talents. It's something that I can do for a very long time and not get tired out doing it. So I guess it's not really their fault in the long run, because they're just not meant for that kind of thing. They don't like to have conversations, so they're not going to really excel at it because it's not who they are. So you can't get mad at someone for not having a talent, but there are some people that could have better social skills. Even people that aren't really into it, they could have better social skills if they really tried. But, what's the point of making people do things they don't want to do? Because at the end of the day, you have to live a genuine life and be genuine, or you're just living a life of lies, and that's no way to live. So, I just wanted to rant about this really quick. I think it's annoying how people just go through life not knowing what to say and just being so clueless and not really researching anything or trying to get better. If I was in the situation where my social skills sucked, I'd be trying so many different things to make them better, because you have to know how to communicate with people. It's a very important aspect of life, especially if you want to make it far. You have to know how to talk to people and communicate with people, especially if you're going to have meaningful friendships or relationships or dating or marriage. You have to know how to talk to people. That's just a fundamental of life. Social skills is very important. So, this is just a test episode. I'm going to be making more of these about just ranting about particular topics that I want to talk about. And you guys can listen to them and, leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me, if you agree or not. Tell me, your stories and tell me your thoughts. And let's keep the conversation going, because I really want to grow this channel into something great. It used to be an ASMR channel, but I think I want to start making videos and ranting about different topics. Maybe just speaking my mind and letting other people share their stories and keeping the conversation going. I know the ranting community on YouTube isn't what it used to be anymore, but let's try to keep the ranting community alive and have a good time doing it. It's not really to be taken too seriously. It's just me ranting on the internet. So do with it as you will. I know not everyone's going to agree with what I have to say, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but, people are going to leave negative comments regardless of what you say. So, leave whatever comments you want and let me know if you guys want more of these, because I'll definitely make more of them. I'll just make them when I feel like it. I'm always ranting to my friends and they're probably tired of me, so I'll just rant to you guys instead. Because a lot of things bother me, and I know a lot of you feel the same way about these things, so hopefully we can relate to all of them. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll make another video soon. Thank you.